Hi everyone, it's Lori and welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well today. So today it is time for my open collaboration that I am hosted, and it is hashtag Shop My Stash 2023. So, yeah, I have too much stuff, guys. So the whole premise is for this open collaboration, which will run for the whole year of 2023, and it is 2 projects a month will be revealed, and you will post your pictures to Instagram and Facebook. Please tag me if you don't mind. Love to see your creations. And if you have a YouTube, post your videos on the 2nd and 4th Monday of the month. So it's only 2 projects a month, so not huge. And at the end of it, you're going to have a lot of stuff that you've used your stash to create. Don't go out and buy anything new. The whole premises of this is to use what you already have, which I desperately need to do. I need to stop buying. So today, for January 30th, it is tags. And at the end of this video, I will reveal the next project, which will be for February the 13th. So guys, alright, so I wanted to show in this video that you can use what you already have, number one, if you have these things. If you don't have these things and you're a beginner just starting out and you don't have the fancy tools and you don't have the cutters and you don't have a printer, so you can't buy, you know, digitals and this, that, and the other, I'm just going to share with you some ideas. And of course some ways that, one, you can save money, or 2, you can, you know, if you're just starting out, build your stash in a different way and it not involve, you know, digitals and ephemera kits and stuff like that if you do not have the ability to print stuff out. So this is some tag bases that I already have ready, so we're going to put it aside. Oh, I will start with this, guys. So, you know, myself and a lot of other creators, you know, we have these, maybe not fancy, but, you know, little, let me grab one and show it to you guys. Like, here's just some examples. So we have these type things, right? So we have these that we go out and buy to put our ephemera in, and we have, you know, little things like this that we go out and buy. In my defense, though, I never pay full price for anything, so just throwing that out there. These things, you know, that hold stuff, and these are all great, but I do remember back to when I first started out, guys, which this year will be, April will be 3 years ago, when I started out. So I've had 3 years to build my stash, and I'll tell you, you know, in the beginning I had none of this stuff, so I had to improvise. So here you go, guys. Just go and find you, even at the Dollar Tree, a cheap box of sandwich bags. You would be amazed. I mean, Angela Gustinelli, she still uses sandwich bags. You know, I've seen her use the sandwich bags to put whole projects in. So don't forget about your sandwich bags. And there's a plus, because you can see through it and see what you have. So there you go, cheap sandwich bags. You can store your projects and stuff in that you're working on. Another thing is go to your, you know, Goodwill, local thrift store, estate sales, things like that when you're already there, and just buy used books. So my local thrift store that I love is called The Peace Place. And there you can buy all kinds of books. These images right here all came out of a wedding book, guys. Every single one of them. And I still haven't cut everything out of that. So I'm not going to pull any of these out because I actually already have some ready here, because it's, you know, not always easy getting them put back together. But look at this image of this beautiful bride. How pretty would that be? And look, we have a dresser and flowers. I mean, all of this stuff in book pages. And at my thrift store, you get books for like $1 a piece. All these images, guys, and there's still more in that book that could be cut out, came from a wedding book that cost me $1. Wow, look at there. So keep that in mind. You can do that. You don't have to, oops, you know, have all this fancy stuff. Okay. So another thing I wanted to show you right quick. So scrapbook paper. I would encourage you to keep an eye out on the Facebook Marketplace in your area. And on Facebook, there's a little like shop thing looking icon thingy that you can actually put in there, and it will pin your location, and you can hit local on there and get local pickups. I have gotten so many scrapbooking supplies and tools and things like that from, you know, mass bundles of scrapbooking supplies that I have gotten off of the Facebook Marketplace at a tremendously low discount to price. So please make sure to keep an eye on that. Also, Michael's and places like that is a good place to get, you know, like right after Christmas, they had all the Christmas paper pads, you know, on sale for 50% to 75% off. Think about next year and go pick those up now. After every holiday, you know, Valentine's Day, Easter, you know, all that, they put all of these things on markdown. If you do 4th of July, go and shop those things for the next year. That is what I do as well. So next year, you know, you have those items, and, you know, let's face it, you hadn't saw it for a whole year, because, so, you know, it's always fun. Something else, if you don't have the cutters, a 12 by 12 cutter, and all you have is a little bitty cutter, and you're like me and you can't cut straight with scissors. I can't cut straight with scissors with lines to go by. So something else you can do is just tear. So take your scrapbook paper, figure out about what size you want your tag, and I'm just eyeballing this. Fold it over, and you can use your fingers to give it a really good varnish, so you don't need the bone folders. Or if you do have a pair of scissors, I know Tina at Chebby Debbie Doodah does this a lot, just use the end of your scissors, which you can also find at the Dollar Tree, guys, for, you know, $1.25. So you can just varnish that down really good, get you a start, and tear. So you don't even have to have scissors, you don't have to have a cutter. And then let's just do it this tall, so let's just fold it in half. And just like that, guys, we have 2 bases for tags. And see, I can't even fold straight, but you get the idea. And then take this and just go across. Okay, so then you can take your scissors and make it a tag shape, so you don't have to have the fancy things that cut this for you. Just do your one side, take your little piece, turn it, flip it over so it's upside down, put it on that corner, and then do you one there, and then they are basically the same. So now you have a tag base. Just that easy. You can also at the Dollar Tree get the in the office section for $1.25, you can get the hole punches, so you can just use that. You don't have to have the crocodile, you don't have to go out and spend, you know, all this money on things and all that. Just use a regular paper punch, again, that you can get for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. You can also get these hole reinforcers. These I have stained with distress ink. But you can get these, you could take a marker and color it. You don't have to have the distress inks. You could just get, you know, at the Dollar Tree again, guys. If you don't have it, just get you a pack of markers and you could color them in and make them different colors. So again, I'm just wanting to, you know, reach out and connect with the new guys, the people's just starting out, because I remember when I started out, I didn't have anything. I didn't even have a printer in my house. I did not have a working computer in my house, you know, and all those type things a lot, which I know a lot of people do stuff on their phone. I do not. I do have a laptop, but as far as my printer and all that, I had to budget and save for those big ticket items. My laptop, same thing. I had to save and budget in order to be able to go out and get it. I was really fortunate because I got my laptop. I'm going to put this aside. I got my laptop on sale at Walmart, so really good deal on that. And my printer, guys, I did splurge because I knew I'd had a regular printer before that took the cartridges, ink cartridges, and the ink is so expensive. And when I first started out and started buying digitals, I was actually had borrowed my daughter's printer, which was a HP with the cartridges, and I literally could only print out like one kit per ink cartridges, and I would have to go and buy more cartridges. Absolutely crazy. So I had heard about the the eco printers, and had decided that I wanted to get one of those. So I budgeted and I saved, and then when I had enough money, I actually went to Walmart to get one, and ended up getting the Epson Eco Tank 4700, I believe. Guys, the price for that was $350, if I'm not mistaken, between $350 and $400. But it was actually, and I knew this only after the fact. So when it was on the shelf, it was in front of a tag that said $250, right? So I'm like, okay, that's within my budget of the money that I had saved up. So I took it to the counter. It rang up over $350. Hold on just a second, guys. Alright, guys, sorry about that. That was Veronica coming back in from taking the kids to school. So when I got up to the counter with that printer, it rang up like over 350, or right about 350, something like that. And I'm like, well, no, there's another one back there, and the tag in front of them said 250. So they actually got a manager over there. So I got a $350 to $400 printer for $250. So not too bad. So if you're ever in that situation, don't be afraid to speak up. Yeah, so that's how I got my printer. But yeah, just budget and save for those things that you have on your wish list. So I have babbled for over 10 minutes, so we're actually going to make some tags. So I already have some tag bases here. These actually are just some extra ones. So these are some tag bases that I have ready. And then this was just another picture from that magazine that I wanted to show you. Look at how pretty that is. That would look gorgeous on a tag. So these are actually all the ones that I have together with an image that we are going to use to do our tag. Now, I do know, because I want to show you, I mean, look at that, guys. And that's just from a book page with some scrapbook paper behind it. We're going to definitely do that one. I'm going to find another one. So, like these, the picture actually goes this way. So that's going to be something else and not a tag. But look, even the writing here, this says, Dear Elizabeth, Martha and John are to be married on Saturday, March 11th. And it's got the place. It looks like French something church at 5:30 in Charleston, South Carolina. Look at that. So yeah, so just wanted to show you guys, look at how pretty that is. Okay, this right here is one of the ones I wanted to use. So this right here was actually one picture, and I think this was over here, and I ended up cutting it down, and it was actually going to make 3. Where's the other one? There it is. So this one little picture here, guys, this was the picture, and it's going to make 3 journaling cards. So that one, and this one. Alright, so I know I want to do that one. So we'll probably just end up doing 2 tags today, but I have all of those ready to make tags with. Those are other tags that I made, and we can put those in our stash. So we're only going to do that one because it's pink and I like it. So this one, I know what some things I want to use with this, so I wanted to show you some other ideas. And make sure when you go in somewhere, guys, do the estate sales when you're building your stash and you're brand new. This is what I'm talking about. Again, I know that this whole thing is about shopping your stash and not going out and buying anything, but in this, I'm speaking a lot to the new people who actually have no stash yet. Think you can't afford a stash or this and that. You actually can, you just have to be smart about it. So I actually have, all of these things of tulle, and these were bought from the thrift store. So this was $1.50, and look at how much is still on that roll. So $1.50. I think this one was $1, again, from a thrift store. These 2 were from a thrift store. I think they were like 75 cents each. Now these right here, guys, this one is the same. These are actually from the Dollar Tree. So you have this one that has that texture on it. Kind of looks like texture paste. But to me, it also looks like snowflakes. So yeah, so you can use that, again, from the Dollar Tree. This one has glitter on it. Again, the Dollar Tree. This right here was actually somebody threw this in for me in something that I ordered because they had no use for it. So I got a really good deal off of it, and I think it was on a Facebook group where all she does is, sell vintage and antique items and such. So that's where all this tool came from. So really good price on that. So definitely shop the Dollar Tree. Shop your thrift stores and stuff and look for that, because you can really find it at a good price. So we will, let's see, actually what we will do is get this out, because I think I wanted to use that behind there. So we'll get that out. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you that I was thinking about using is cheesecloth. Okay, so whenever you go shop, or whenever I go shop, guys, I actually always shop the manager specials or markdown area first. So I do work for a major retail grocery chain. That is what I do. And so I do every single day that I work. I get there a little bit early and I go to their markdown section and see what they have on Manager Special. Theirs is called Manager Special. So they had a huge thing, or lots of things, of cheesecloth over there. That's what all of this is, minus this one. That's where all of this came from. So it was just a regular cheesecloth marked down to, I think, a little over $1, and it was like $4 to $6 each. I don't remember exactly. And then I got RIT dye, and I dyed all of these myself. RIT dye to me is relatively inexpensive as far as it goes, depending on how much you want to put in it or how bright and dark you want the color. You could put less RIT dye in there and get a more subtle color, thus making it last longer. These are coffee dyed, and again, I use the cheapest instant coffee on the shelf is what I do my coffee dye with, and all the rest of these are different shades of course you could do avocado. I think this one may be avocado. No, that's RIT. But yeah, I got all these different shades. Some I got on clearance, some I did pay full price for the RIT dye. However, if you're paying $2 to $4 for a thing of RIT dye, it goes a long, long ways. So all of these were Manager Special, and then the RIT dye. This one is actually vintage, and this is a Betty Betty unbleached cheesecloth, all natural, 100% cotton. Includes 50-inch. Okay, that was the twine went in here. So yeah, 100% all natural cotton, washable and reusable, very fine mesh, lint free. So that was actually from a thrift store, so I got it down in there. But that is another way that you can, of course, save money. And I'm trying to look and see. I think I like that color with that. And then I think we're just going to do the tool on the other one. So yes, definitely what I'm trying to say is shop your markdowns when you go to places, for sure. Okay, so we'll do this about here, and this should be doubled up. So let's see. I think it's doubled. Yeah. Is so we can open that up. and then cut it in half. So yeah, my thought was to do that and then do this. Isn't that cute? It just gives it some more color, but you can still see some of that on the back. Let's see, the tool. So now that color doesn't go at all. So let's see if, see, that's kind of a grayish color. That's kind of pretty. Let's see. Yeah, I think that would be cute behind that. So, just tear out a little piece of that. Get these back down in here. Alright, so we have that. I kind of like that stitching down through there, so I think we'll leave it. And then maybe do this a little bit straighter there. So there we go. So we have an instant tag. Like that. That's cute. Okay, we need something else. I have some. How about, look, right there on top. It says create your art. Charming. Yeah, charming. Okay, I think just to create your art can go there. And again, guys, these I've had forever and I never pull them out and use them, and they're right here in my face. They've been there for years. Okay, so not sure what kind of glue I'm going to use, so let's get it out. Both of those. Isn't that a cute tag? And on your tags, you don't have to do the tag shape. You can leave them like this, the square. Okay, so I'm just going to do just a little bit here and there. And then we'll go heavy on the picture. Okay. So that's good. And then we'll do that about there. And we'll go heavy on the glue on the back side of our paper. And this is just the Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix 3-in-1. I believe it's all the same, guys. Oops. Let's go about there, I think. And then just push that on down. It's going to go through that tool and hold that down. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave this one square instead of cutting it into a shape. And I'm also going to use the Fabri-Tac on this, since it's going to go on top of that cheesecloth. And let's do like create over to the side. So for this tag, you can stop here, or you can keep going and put you some more embellishments on there. But look at how pretty that tag is. And nothing I paid full price for, and I think I actually got these words on sale too, so you can look for sales, especially around the holiday. Like if you know you want words and this and that, you could go ahead, and a lot of times during the holidays the Etsy shops will have their digitals on sale. So I think we're going to call that one done. Now let's see what we want to do with this one. Do we want to just make it simple and just do this on there? And I did pull out some different laces. We can put lace at the bottom. So let's see what this looks like. I think that'll be cute. Let's cut that right there. Oops. And all of these laces too, guys, came from thrift stores, Goodwills, things like that. Estate sales. Yep, got some at some estate sales. So that can go there. That's pretty. Just as it is. Now, I do have the crocodile. This is the large angle and the small angle, and this is for tags. So I am going to use that on this one. Oops, all that just fell out. It's never stayed in there. To make this one a tag shape. And see, that's pretty much all we're going to do to that tag. And then we could punch a hole and put some more lace or something at the top. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this down. I could have used my other glue because there's nothing behind this, so I don't know why I grabbed the fabric tag on there. Alright, so let's go right there, probably just because I had it in my hand. And then we could go right down through here for the lace. And put that on there. That there. Alright. So let's get the lid back on there. And then turn it around and clean that up. You can leave that hanging over if you want. It's just personal preference, because sometimes I do. Oh yeah, that's cute. Okay, so let's get... I am going to get my crocodile only because right now, if I had regular office hole punches, I would use those. But I actually tried to go through something too thick and I broke mine. So I have just not gotten any more yet. So this is not going to be even, and Lord knows it's not going to be straight. Let's get those back down in there, and I think I had glue on my finger. Alright, get out of there. Get that glue off my handle. Don't need that getting gunky. Okay, so let's take our hole reinforcers and let's do the pink. Oh, hello. You gotta have it in your hand. Alright, so one on the front, and we'll go ahead and put one on the back for good measure. Alright. So we have that. This is a little bit longer video, I think. Nope, we're making good time. We're at 29. So not too bad with all the babbling I did. So if you do, you know, more making tags and less babbling like myself in this video, you could actually get a lot done. So that is our tag. Now what do we want at the top? You know what, guys? I have this little thing of stuffers over here, and most of these little pieces of stuffers actually came with things that I had ordered, and it was wrapped around it, and of course I kept it. Okay, so let's do maybe that and this together, maybe. Hello. It's like, where's the end? Let's go about there. Hopefully that will work. But you guys know how my hands are. Okay, I'm going to shove that back down in there. Shove, 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 shove. Alright, so that goes back over there. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to get it in there that way. Let's try maybe. Okay, another trick that I do is I try to keep my tweezers handy, because I am not, my fingers don't like me these days. So these tweezers actually do help sometimes. Let's see. Maybe. Okay, there we go. We did it. Okay, so now get my fat finger up in there, and then we're going to take these ends and hopefully shove them all through there. There we go. I think we got it. Yep, we got it. And then pull. Maybe. Okay, that piece fell out. Alright, looks like that piece came out too. We'll just cut it there. Okay, there we go. So there is another one. So that is that tag, and this is this one. Alright guys, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope I didn't, oops, I'm sorry I hit you, drive you all too crazy with my babbling. I just definitely wanted to reach out to people who are first starting out. I know it can be overwhelming, and you know, you go and you see your favorite people. I mean, I still do the same. You know, and you see the products and the items that they have and the tools that they have and all that, and it can be overwhelming, and I'll be honest with you, slight depressing at times that, you know, not all of us, and believe me, when I started out, guys, I had to budget and save. I couldn't just go out and get all of this stuff. This has been a 3-year of, you know, finding things on sale and getting it and really building up my stash. But I just wanted to show you guys an inexpensive way that you can still do what you love. Alright, so this has been week 2 of my hashtag shop my stash 2023. Sorry guys, I lost my words there for a moment. Yes, hashtag shop my stash 2023. This video is posting today for January the 30th, and it is tags. So just a few rules about the collab, and at the end, when I stop babbling, I will give you next week's project. At the end of every video, I will give you next week's project, or not next week, the next date's project, depending on when that is, and I'll let you know when that is too. But yes, it's an open collaboration hosted by me. Just post your videos on Monday, the 2nd and 4th Monday of the month. Make sure to tag me, leave a link to my YouTube channel in your description box, and also use the hashtag ShopMyStash2023. Yeah, and if you post, you don't have to have a YouTube. Anybody can join. You could jump in and out. You don't have to do it, you know, twice a month for the whole year. Just here and there throughout the year when you want to. But it is an excellent way to build up items in your stash. Yes, so use that hashtag shop my stash, Instagram and Facebook. If you would tag me in your post, I would love to see your creations and also see that you are participating. Again, jump in and out whenever you want. Alright guys, without further ado, February the 13th, the next project is belly bands. Okay, any kind of belly bands, just use your stash, use what you already have. And of course, I think I'm going to continue on with using the mountains of scrapbook paper pads that I have. So I'm sure that's what I will be using. Alright guys, thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for participating. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.